And whatever you like, there's something there. But on top of that, we're using some very iconic venues. We're celebrating Kingston. Our theme is Flavor Vibes Kingston. We believe that we need to celebrate everything good about Kingston,
Right.
right? And wherever it can happen in the world, it can happen in Kingston as well. Everything good. And that includes not just music and the arts, it also includes food and drink and celebrating our chefs, our talent, our restaurants. We have some of the best chefs, and they will tell you, you listen to it all the time. There is a talent drain in Jamaica. But I look at that as a plus, because it means that the people are looking to Jamaicans because they're so good at what they do. And
Yeah.
so, especially in the food and beverage industry, I'm sure everyone listening knows somebody in a hotel abroad, and a cruise ship, but if we are able to give our local chefs a platform to shine and really be creative and showcase their talent, then it gives us an opportunity to retain our talent. But it also creates culinary tourism, Kalando, because when you think about it, or when anybody's traveling nowadays, the first thing they're looking at is what? Not necessarily the highest mountain to hike, but
Right.
they're looking at restaurants, they're looking at
Yeah. What
food.
you gotta go eat? Yeah. 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 Taste
Where you going to eat? What is the cuisine? You
of
look
the
at countries
people.
like Italy, Japan, Thailand. People travel to these countries only for food. And
Right.
we can do this here. And it's really important that we celebrate at Jamaica Food and Drink Festival next week, Wednesday to Sunday. Come out and support our events, because this is our thing. And we need to make sure that it remains successful.
Brilliant. So where can people find information? Because you told me about the Pork Palooza, which is at Hope Gardens, but you didn't mention any of the other venues, even though you did mention
Sure.
the
So we
themes.
have Right. Venues are important. Popalooza is at Hope Gardens on Wednesday, October 26th. Vintage is at Devon House. That one is sold out. It's a small wine dinner. Crisp is at Festival Market, which is behind the Craft Market downtown. That's Friday, October 28th. Again, amazing seafood paired with over 20 different types of beer. And Picante is going to be at Hope Gardens as well on Saturday, the 29th. And then brunch is now sold out. So two of the five events are sold out, the two smaller ones. Picante, Crisp, and Porkpalooza, we still have tickets. They range from, and it's all inclusive, all premium. They range from Crisp is 11,000, and for anything all inclusive at that price nowadays is really amazing, because as you know, the price of everything has gone up.
I know, right?
Porkpalooza and Picante is 15,000, and this is for experiencing food from over 15 chefs, top shelf experiences around drinks. So you can visit our social media pages at JA Food and Drink, or you can go to www.jafoodanddrink.com. We have tickets available at Live Store, Tack Bar, and at JA Food and Drink Kitchen, which is the first culinary entertainment. It's a sister company of Festival. It's the first culinary entertainment center in Jamaica. It's an amazing experience kitchen. So Jamaica Food and Drink Kitchen, you guys need to head down there and get your tickets and also see the space. So for us, it is Flavor Vibes Kingston coming alive around food and beverage. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to having a lot of your listeners come and enjoy Jamaica Food and Drink Festival.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Nazma, the director of the Jamaica Food and Drink Festival, taking place next week, Wednesday through to Sunday. As you said, 3 events to go. Well, three
Yes,
events still available because the other two are
available.
sold out.
Yes,
And
available.
you
Five
can go on their
to go.
social media pages and the website to get some more information. Sounds delicious. All right.
Thank you.
Nazma, talk soon.
Really appreciate it. You guys have an awesome weekend.
And you too. All right, so for most of us, a trip to the fruit section of the grocery store is pretty mundane. Bananas, apples, grapes, pineapples, melons are the norm to pick up and go. But there are a host of other exotic fruits that you may never even have heard about, but they're growing across the island on hillsides, in the backyards, and even on the sides of roads. Well, today we have a chat with CEO of okay, I'm gonna ask Sheena to pronounce the name of this company for me. Sheena Reed is gonna introduce a few of the exotic fruits I just mentioned that you won't find on the shelves at the grocery store, at least maybe not yet. Good afternoon or good evening. Welcome, Sheena.
Good evening. How are you?
Hi, I am good. Can you I couldn't pronounce the name of your organization. I don't know if it's not written in a way that I can understand, but how do you pronounce it?
Zotic mediums.
All right. So Zotic Mediums is spelled, is it SXOTIQ Mediums?
That is correct.
Got it. Zotic Mediums, and Sheena Reed is the CEO. All right. So the world of exotic foods is what we're going to talk about today. Your story is quite interesting. You're born in Trelawney, grew up between Mandeville and Kingston, left for Cuba to study biological processes, and yet you landed a corporate job in customer service for 5 years, and now you're doing exotic fruits.
Yes.
All
That,
right. How did
well,
you?
actually, been in exotic fruits business for 5 years. Been in customer service for way over 10 years.
Ah, there you go. So, you're living your passion now, eh?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, give us an idea of what you're talking about. What are these exotic fruits that we don't see in the supermarket, but clearly you can put your hands on?
All right. For example, I know that you perhaps have a gooseberry there.
Is this one the gooseberry? This one has some. It's like has some spots, like
It
let me
has some
see.
leaves on it. It's a little orange,
Oh no.
yellowish.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
has
Okay.
some leaves on it.
These one are gooseberries. They look like cherry,
Yes, with little leaves, round cherries.
right?
Right. So, for example, those are gooseberries. Those are Barbados gooseberries, and it's having a little background. And the thing is, we call fruits exotic fruits that are not native to Jamaica but grown in Jamaica,
Got it. Okay.
pretty much.
So
So
this one
our
has the
fruit,
leaf. This one has the leaf growing inside of it, or
yes,
growing outside, like not at the stem, but actually on the fruit itself, or the part.
that that is correct.
Okay. Does that give it? Is that obviously? Is there? Does that make it special in any particular way?
Well, berries on a whole are filled with antioxidants, and as I was saying, it's not native to Jamaica. It's a Barbados gooseberry, so we would classify it, or I would classify it as an exotic fruit growing in Jamaica. But if you want to, in terms of more exotic fruits, then we could go with dragon fruit and
Right.
Monstera deliciosa, which I didn't give you one of those
But the
because I don't
dragon
have it
fruit
at
is
this
this
time.
one that looks like that has the spots, these many seeds. It's seeded
Yes,
a little purple and white, purple on the edges, but the fruit itself, that chunk of it is kind of white with lots of seeds, like a kiwi.
well, persons would say kiwi-ish, but I would not classify it anywhere close to kiwi at all. It has its own special taste,
It definitely does.
right?
It
Texture as well.
tastes a little like hmm, it's a little watery, as in, you know how you have the cantaloupe, which is like you're tasting a slice of water. This one
Right,
reminds me of it, but then it's got the seeds as well.
right. So dragon fruits, for example, are superfoods and or a superfruit. You could classify it as. For persons who don't know what a superfruit or a superfood is, those are fruits and foods, vegetables that provides all the minerals, nutrients, and vitamins that your body needs daily.
Got it.
Right. So dragon fruit is a superfood. So it's a very good fruit. What I sent for you as a sample gift there is the red dragon fruit and the
Right.
white dragon fruit.
As I was gonna say, oh, but there's a red one that I thought was beet, and then I'm like, no, but she's saying exotic fruit, and beet is so it's a
Right.
red dragon fruit.
Right. They come in red, purple, white, pink, and they in terms of the color, they come in many varieties as well. So they all taste a little bit different in terms
Yeah.
of the variety.
I like the red one though. It tastes very refreshing. Like I'm having fruit, but I'm not having something so sweet.
Right. And definitely good for your blood in terms of the color as well. You know, with how
Oh,
it's color coded for vegetables and fruits,
right.
and those are good for or definitely our organs.
So
You
then I
know,
have this other look that looks like a very small pumpkin because of how it's shaped with the different or like a, when you cut up a, I don't know how to describe it.
it's
It
a Suriname cherry.
Oh, right. So it's a cherry. Yes. And it has pegs, but the pegs look like it's like a small pumpkin that has pegs. You
Yes,
know, pumpkin. Okay, cool. I'm
it
trying to
does.
describe it for the folks who are listening because I'm sure if you're looking at our stream, you can see it. But I'm trying to. Okay, so tell me more about this one. You call a Suriname cherry.
Suriname Cherry, yes, and they come in red and purple varieties.
Oh, this one is a bit surprising and oh wait, you should have warned me. You said cherry and I'm thinking.
All right, so I was gonna explain to you know. So for the
Mm,
you can have there's two varieties, the sweet variety, and then you have a little tangy variety, which you just tasted a while ago.
yeah, that one's intense.
Yes, it's intense. It gives you a burst of vitamin C, so you can imagine how potent it is for your body
right.
in of antioxidants and vitamin C. So your cells pretty much love you up a while ago, even
Did
though
they?
your taste bud got a
A
shock.
shock. A shock. All right, so this is good. I like this, and I'm already thinking, how am I going to get my hands on some more of this? So, when you told me initially about the Barbadian cherry or berry,
The Barbados
right?
goose.
Right. So, in that container was another something that looks like a small black plum.
Right, that would be governor's plum.
All right, is that one tangy? I'm about to try it. What's going to happen to me?
Well, the governor's plum, you can try it first, and then I'm gonna tell you a little trick to the governor's plum. So you can try that one, and then you'll try another one and tell me the difference that you get in taste.
All right. This one is sweet. It's like it's okay. It's like it's not too sweet.
Right.
Good texture. Remind me of that. You know those little plums that you pick. I would call them common plum or something like that.
Right. Right.
Reminds me of that, but there's a nice texture. It does remind me a little bit of the black plum, but this one is more refined in terms of the finish, if I
Right.
can describe it that way.
And you can eat the skin and the seeds as well. So you can.
Yes, it went down pretty. Yeah, because the black plum seed is very hard. Also, the regular Jamaican plum, you have to get rid of that. But this one, the seed is soft and
It's edible and
edible.
crunchy and nice. So for the governor's plum, what I like you to do is just to massage a bit. Another one.
Okay,
What happens is when you massage the plum, it releases the sugar in the fruit.
I
So
see.
a little bit sweeter to the taste.
All right, I'm gonna try it now, and then we move to what looks like some very tiny grapes.
Yeah.
Okay, just just a little bit sweeter. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
governor's plum.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Tell me about the tiny grapes.
All right, so these are our local seeded grapes.
Oh,
If you know about fruits, then you know that anything that is with seed is
it's
definitely
original and God make that.
right. So I definitely promote seeded grapes and fruits that are grown locally. So all these fruits are grown locally.
This seeded grape though, the seed is very big
Yes,
in comparison to the fruit. Okay.
not
All right,
much.
it's good, Sheena. You're already getting a customer now because I'm sure you're going to tell me where I can get all these fruits from you. And then I have these things that look like it's macadamia nuts.
All right. So in another container, you would find macadamia nuts and also French peanuts.
All right. So is this chocolate?
Which
Okay,
No.
so he's showing us right. So it looks
so
a
the
little
one with the white stripes,
right. One
that would be French peanuts. So you would just need to break it out of that shell. It's pretty.
oh,
You
I'm
can
not having the white stripe one. I'm having one that looks like the Bobby, like the Bobby, the chocolate treat. It looks a little bit like a Bobby, and also has a consistency of a nutmeg, though.
Okay.
She says, "Okay."
That should be the French peanut because the
That's fresh peanut.
you would definitely need a hammer to get into that nut.
Oh, so I definitely can't break it with my hand.
Right.
All right, good. Let me see. And so the other, okay, let me see
Yeah.
the other one. The one with the stripes that looks a little bit like a snail shell thingy.
That's French peanut. So it's
Okay.
a peanut.
Also needing something to break it. All right, cool. What else do we have? I see some huge fruits over here.
Okay.
This one looks like this is some orange. Are you seeing that?
Yes, it looks like a tree tomato.
Yes, like a tree tomato.
All
What
right. So that's the
what is that?
it's tree tomato for this fruit. Um,
Yes.
and you can try it if you have a knife.
Oh, if I haven't. All
Give
right, so I
me your
can try this one
feedback.
after. So
Right.
these are very, and then there's a small fruit. There's a small one that looks like I'm squeezing it and it's bouncing back on me. But it, I can squeeze it between my thumb and my index finger, and it's bouncing back. What's that one?
That would be
Very brown and
longan.
oh,
It's
oh, it's
a
part of the lychee family. He's saying.
right lychee family. It's a cousin of lychee, and you can try that right now. You just break into it like a guinea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does, and it tastes like, it looks like lychee.
Yes, similar.
Mm, yeah. Okay, so where
Yes,
can we find you to get all these fantastic things?
I am located in Kingston. You can link me up at Zotic Mediums on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
My contact number is 876-898-4927.
Yes.
Yes. Facebook and also TikTok. I think you guys have those handles as well.
All right. Exotic Mediums, Sheena Reed, the CEO, shared quite a bit of exotic fruits with us today, and I'm definitely gonna reach out to her to get some. And I see some sea moss gels as well.
Right. We do sea moss gel. We do natural juices with the exotic fruits, and that would be with no sugar. We don't use sugar,
Ah, great.
right? So we
Telling you,
only
you definitely
use
have a customer today because I'm gonna call you to get some of these fruits. They're very delicious. Glad to know that they're grown here and
yes,
that they're available at Zotic Mediums as part of Sheena Reed's offerings.
yes. You should
Thank
try
you, Sheena.
jam as well. I sent a dragon fruit jam
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna
right
try that.
into that line as well shortly.
All right.
You can give me your feedback on that as well.
All right, Sheena. I appreciate it, and I will be calling you to place my orders.
Thank you so much for having me on. I do appreciate everyone from the Love FM team.
All
One
right. We appreciate you
blessings.
too and your fruits this Friday afternoon. And we will be in touch.
I hope you do enjoy the rest and your patrons, your listeners,
We'll reach
Jamaica
out.
worldwide. Big
We'll
up
reach
yourself.
out. All right. Big up to you too, Sheena. We jump straight to Mr. Minister Blessed and his EP. If you're just joining us inside, we'll go straight to your world of music. No stranger to our show, even though he's all the way over in Guernsey, is it?
Yep.
I remember now because I watched the Netflix show about the writer. Did you watch that one?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you need to go find it. It's about something about Guernsey story, history, something like that. Fantastic.
Okay.
You should watch that. So, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Healthy. In good spirits. It's my birthday tomorrow, so perfect time for me to drop some new music as well.
Right. So you're just a day away from the new EP Glory. Why is it called Glory?
So when you start working on a project, you never really know what it's going to be called. It always ends up being maybe one of the more recent songs recorded. And the reason for Glory is when I looked at all the songs. So we have 6 tracks on the EP, and all the songs basically. They go through different kinds of messages. There are messages that speak to the fact that the sufferings that we are experiencing now are nothing compared to the glory that will be revealed in us. And at the end of the day, everything is for God's glory. Whether we go to the studio to do a song, or we walk in the supermarket, in everything we do, eat or drink or be merry, we still have to give glory to God. So just
Of
decided to call
course.
it glory. Yeah.
Yeah, to just sort of embody everything every day.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's, I love that. I love that. So you've been doing music for a long time.
Yeah.
Would you say that your music how has it evolved?
Very good question. I think it's definitely evolved from, if you remember, probably 16-year-old me doing, excuse me when I played Dandy Shandy, to talking about spiritual warfare and stuff. But I think especially now, coming from especially the last 2 years since we had the pandemic start and where we are now. I've definitely been through a tumultuous, and everyone has been through a tumultuous range of emotions, and we've all learned to cope and lean on God in ways that we probably haven't before. So my music has evolved a lot in terms of the topics that I speak about. So, a lot of the topics I talk about now are very relevant to things that I can relate to as an adult, and probably you as well, in terms of not being able to pay the bills, or
Right.
losing a job for a bit, or wondering where ends meet going to come from, and just depending on God in that way. um
All the things of adulting.
Adulting. And then there's an element of, I'm kind of touching, the last time we were here we did that kind of old school track, the non-stop, and the glory track is a mentor track as well. So I've tried to evolve in terms of not just doing the usual dancehall gospel that I easily do or I'm accustomed to doing, but I've definitely evolved in terms of singing a bit more as well. A few tracks now I'm kind of singing a little more, even though I'm not a singer, but trying my hand at a few things.
Mm.
And I do lead praise and worship sometimes, so that also comes out sometimes in my music. In not in the true, I'm not gonna be like Israel Horton or anything like that, but it kind of inspires the kind of writing as well. I make sure there's a little bit of melody in it as well.
All right, cool. So we have time to just hear one track as we go out. This one called "Life Hard." Wait, why
Yeah.
you that one? Give me 20 seconds of why, and then we're gonna play it as we come out.
And Mega says life hard, and I think it's a song that people can really relate to. And just say that life hard, but put your trust in a God. So
Some difficult circumstances there in this in this track there.
life
Life
hard.
hard, but but don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Where can people get this EP tomorrow? You said tomorrow is when you launch Glory as you part of your birthday celebration.
Yep.
How do the fans get a hold of it?
Yeah, so Glory will be streaming on all digital platforms, so Amazon, Spotify, you name it. I'll be posting it on all my social media handles as well. So, just look out for the links tomorrow. And yeah, just support, stream it, download it. 6 tracks. Beautiful EP, if I say so myself.
You should say so because you're trying to get us to log on. Congratulations to you on finishing. I know that working on